What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be unboxing some new merchandise. Stay tuned. I wanted to take a moment to greet all of my subscribers and say what's up to the new viewers as well. My name is Daniel. Welcome to 411 Outdoors. If you like this kind of content, you find it entertaining and exciting, I'd be pumped if you subscribe to my channel. Just don't forget to click the bell. Let's get started. Now, some of you know that my YouTube channel is very new. I just kicked it off back in the spring. This is officially my third mail call, so to speak, where I'm receiving merchandise from a company to review. That makes me very excited. That's one of the things that I was really excited about getting into this is, I had people all around me saying, dude, if your channel takes off a little bit, you're going to get a chance to, review products. People are going to send you stuff to review. And I love getting stuff in the mail. So I want to crack this open and see what's in it, let you get my first impression. This is addressed to 411 Outdoors. What's in there? Drum roll. Oh man, this is going to be some fun stuff. This is from JXE JXO. Now, before I open this, I want to share with you something that I have bought from JXE JXO and reviewed in the past. Previously, I had reviewed a throwing tomahawk from JXE JXO. I gave this a good review back in the summer when I got it. I took the handle off of it. It actually comes with a handle. I took the handle off just because I like the way it flies. I can do a pinch grip throw on this. It just throws super fast and heavy. This has actually got a good weight for a lighter throwing tomahawk. So I reviewed this on my channel a while back. JXE JXO got a hold of me, and they've got some more merchandise in the mail here for me. Let's crack it open and see what we got. Got some throwing knives, my friends. Got some throwing knives. Let's take a look at these things. Sweet. Golly, I really like that, you guys. I really like this. That's thick. It's a very thick throwing knife. These things are about 1/4 pound each, a little over 8 inches. The material is 420 HC. Pretty solid. In giving you my first impression, right out of the box, I'm really excited about the straightness of this blade because I think this is going to be great for no spin throwing. It comes with a pretty cool looking sheath you can strap on and have these with you. I'm going to do some throwing a little bit later in this video, but these things seem to have some substance to them. This is rather thick, very, very sharp tip. I know over time that's going to take a beating, but I don't think these things are going to have any problem with stickability. I just want to put those up in the camera here so you can see that. It feels pretty solid. I always like to go out to Amazon and take a look at the reviews and the score there as well. Out of 32 ratings, this throwing knife got about 4.2 out of 5. So that's a pretty decent score out of 32 ratings. I saw a lot of different reviews. Some people absolutely love the throwing knife. Some did not like it. They didn't like the material that it was made out of. But when you get into material and things like that, you have to start taking a look at what you paid for the throwing knife. If you want to, you can go out and pay $300 for a set of throwing knives. I've seen throwing knives that cost $300. Are they going to be better than this? Well, of course they are, but do you want to pay $300 for a throwing knife? I don't. And when I first got into throwing knives, I didn't even want to pay much at all. I wanted to just get a feel for it. I think I started out with Smith & Wesson. I've tried out some other knives, such as Perfect Point. I wasn't really a big fan of the Perfect Point knives just because all of the smaller ones that I had ordered were so light. I've never gone up their product line and tested anything kind of heavy, but this has got weight and it's got substance to it. And you can get these for about $24, which I think for the price is a really cool throwing knife. I'm going to be able to do a lot with this, I can tell. I like the weight. Now, I tell you what, a lot of throwing knives, they have different dynamic as far as bouncing back. I saw a couple of reviews where, a couple of people got injured with bouncing back. I experienced that with some cold steel knives that I had. Every kind of steel is different. I know my Smith & Wesson knives are not bad about bouncing back and flying back toward me as much as like my cold steel knives, which is made of high carbon steel. This is very sharp and very dangerous. This could really do some damage if it comes back. When I go out and throw knives, I like to use these armored gloves, and I always throw knives now with safety glasses on because I cringe at the idea of something like this coming back and hitting me in the face or hitting me in the eye. That would just destroy the eye. It's extremely sharp. If you're looking for a sharp throwing knife, you can have it with the JXE JXO. So my first impression is good. As far as the price is concerned, I like these a whole lot. I like the weight, I like the versatility, and I'm gonna give these things a shot. Do a little bit of double tapping. That was a lot of fun. It always is. I want to give you my final thoughts. I want to say for $24, that is an excellent throwing knife. It has good weight. It just is a all-around good throwing knife for the money. For $24, you get 3 quarter-pound knives that are very sharp, that have a good weight and a good substance to them. Now, I will give you a warning about these knives. And this is not a discredit to the knife, it's just the material. And I'm only telling you this because I genuinely care about you as the viewer, and the thought of a knife coming back and hitting you makes me cringe. I've suffered a hand wound before, could have been worse. I can tell you something right now, just as a word of caution, that is a sharp, pointy blade, and I do not want it coming back at me, and I do not want it coming back at you. With that said, half spin throwing can be very dangerous. Half spin throwing is what a lot of people do in the beginning because it's the first throw I learned. But you have got to be careful with half spin throwing if you're up close, because if you're standing there at 6 or 7 feet away, about 7 roughly, and you throw that blade, and if you're too close, it hits this way and it comes back. And the material that these blades are made out of is extremely bouncy, and they will fly back at you. I had one close call today. So I just want to say to you with throwing knives that it is super dangerous. I'm not saying that this is a discredit to the knife. For $24, hands down, I think they're awesome. Awesome throwing blade. I like them a lot. As a matter of fact, I wish I would have found out about these when I first got into knife throwing. I think these are going to give me a chance to improve my no-spin throwing a lot. I think it will give me something there to work with. Very good throwing knife, just dangerous. The material's bouncy, and I don't want you to get hurt. So be careful if you choose to get these knives, but if you get them, I think you're going to love the way that they throw. Just wear your safety glasses, maybe some armored gloves, and I think you'll be okay. Just be mindful. I think that's the main thing when you're out throwing knives. It's important to be mindful with every throw, because every time we let go of that blade, we're at risk. So just be mindful that this stuff's very dangerous, but those knives are awesome. The JXE JXO throwing knife is a good throwing knife, especially for that price. So I hope you have found this information helpful. If you like these knives and you want to get some of them, there's going to be a link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.